Hey guys, it's me Aloris. Welcome back to another RecRoom tutorial. So today we will be learning how to build a simple door for like a cafe or whatever you want to use it for. And this build is for beginners and amateur builders. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so first you're going to go to your backpack inside your watch, maker pen, apply your maker pen, and we're going to select cube, and that's in palette. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and recolor it, and we're just gonna do a nice brown color, and we're gonna do this one wood. That should look pretty. Okay, so make sure grid is on, and you're going to take your cube and you're just going to place it on the floor like this. You're going to use your manipulate tool and you're just gonna drag it up. So we want our door to be about this tall. All right, we're going to thin it out a little bit, make it not so thick. Okay, like that. Okay, then you are just going to make it about this big. Okay, all right, and then now you're just going to make the outline for the windows. So now I'm going to take grid back off and just center that. Use my manipulate tool, manipulate that piece right there, and then we're going to turn grid back on, and we're going to put it to about right here. We're gonna make it a little skinnier. Okay, so that should be good. Okay, just gonna fix that up, make sure it's not clipping through. Okay, now we're going to use our clone tool. We're just gonna clone this up. You want looking like that. So this way it should look like so far. Pretty basic. And then you're just going to use your cloning tool. You're just going to clone this piece right here, manipulate it, and make it like this. Turn off grid, and we are just going to use our manipulate tool to manipulate it to about that size right there. That should be good. Make sure it's centered. Now this is a darker piece of furniture, so we're just going to, not furniture, but it's a darker door, so we're just going to put a light here, and that way we can see the build a bit better. Point light. Alright, we're going to configure this and we're just going to dim it down some. Okay, now you're going to hit edit up here on the top of your maker pen, palette. We're going to go to shapes. We're going to go all the way down here until we find tube, and then our tube settings are going to be, you're going to want tube faucets at 10, smooth tube on, connecting nearby tubes on. Tube height scale is going to be on 1, and tube radius is going to be, we're going to go and just put that on 0.02. Make sure uniform shapes is on, and we are going to go to recolor, and we are just going to make this a different color. So we're going to do this nice espresso color, I believe is what it's called, mocha. We're doing this nice mocha color. Okay, so hit done, create. We're just going to go over here and we're just going to start outlining the whole entire window. So what uniform shapes does too is it makes your tube just go straight. Okay, so we're just going to outline this. Okay, hit move. We're going to turn off grid, and we're just going to put one corner over here, and we're going to line up that corner, and then we are using our edit tool, put grid back on, just move this up, move this over here, we're going to move this over here too. And what I'm doing to do this is, if I haven't explained it already, you hit edit up here, and then when you select a piece, you can hit edit again, and then you can edit a piece of tube like that, and you'll see these these blue circles. And what it'll do is you can just move stuff around with it. Alright, so it's looking good so far. So it should be looking like this so far. And then I actually like this color for the whole door a lot, so we're gonna make it this color, and then I think for that part, for that kind of accent, we could do a nice, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this chocolate color. Okay. We are going to clone that piece, and we are just going to do this. Very basic, but it still makes the door look good. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and clone this piece again. And we are just going to do what we did earlier with by lining it up. Turn grid back on, hit edit, and put this down here. Alright, let's fix that a little bit, align it up. That. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Same thing over here. Okay, so it should look like this so far. And then we are going to go ahead and just use the same piece of 2, just to make it easier on ourselves. Oh, let's turn grid back on. Hit move. And we are just going to center this inside that window right here. Okay. Again, this is a very basic door. This is for amateur and newer builders. And then later on, I'm going to do some more advanced tutorials on how to build more advanced doors, etc. Okay, we're going to move this up too. Let's fix that. Okay. Move this up. Move this piece up as well. Make sure it's also centered. So that's looking pretty good. And now what we do is we are going to go to recolor, color. We're going to do this nice slate color. Material, we are going to go to grip tape and we're going to put the size up there pretty far. And we're going to go ahead and just clone this right here. Manipulate. And we're gonna have it not be too big of a little like door handle area. So it's just gonna be about that size right there. Okay, we're gonna scale that down a little. Okay. And something I like to do is I like to go back to my palette. And you can either do this with cubes, or what you can also always do is you can also use, where is it at? Hemispheres work for it too, but we're gonna do it this way. So now it's gonna make this like cool design right here where it does that. You're just gonna do the same thing over here. Okay, turn grid off so we can just put this into place. Then we're just going to clone it. We're gonna go ahead and just recolor it so we can actually see it. That goes right there, that goes right there. So as you can see, it just creates that cool shape. Now it is lagging out a little bit, so that's why I would recommend using hemispheres for it too. So you can do it that way, or hemispheres also work perfectly fine as well. So we'll see how that looks for the top, and that way you can kind of decide what you like better. This just creates more of a circle top though. But when you don't use hemispheres and you just use the squares, it does look very good too. It has that kind of like octagon looking shape. But you can also do that though. Yeah, so we're gonna do the one on the bottom. So we're just gonna take that. We're going to clone that. Okay. Grid, recolor. We're gonna make this a little darker. and move this down a little to add more texture to it. Okay. You could also do it with this too. I think that would look lovely as well. It also still adds that octagon looking shape too, kinda. To an extent. Okay. So now what you're going to do is go back to tube, and for this part we're just gonna do a simple handle. We're going to turn off grid, and you're going to do that double edit. And we're just going to make a unique looking handle. Nothing too crazy, but it still looks good. So you can do it this way. That's a very basic way to do it. Or another way you can do it is by doing this. Hold on. Just do that. Hit edit. We're gonna go with this way. It's a nice clean look. Okay, we're gonna move that into place. Okay. Scale it down some. Alright. Now we're just gonna move this handle over some. Okay, we're gonna move it more to this side. Make sure this is centered. And then, there you go. Now you're just going to take this, flip it over. And we are going to make this like that. We're gonna make it about that thick. Okay. I'm just gonna take this piece down here. Take it like this. So also the importance of tube in your builds is it definitely makes it look, every build you do, it makes it look so much better when you use a lot of tubing and outline it with tube. So like a lot of times if I was to build a couch or something, it could look just kind of like, it could look boring and stuff just using like squares, but then if you just add some simple tubing around the cushions or whatever, it makes the build look so much better. It makes it look a lot more cozy, looks more realistic, and it looks less plain, and it shows that you're more advanced in building. So that's good, definitely. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do that. Okay, that should be good. And now what we're gonna do is we're just going to copy the door handle and that, and the framing around this, clone it, put it on this side like that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the window on this side right here. So that's looking good. And now we're just going to just like that, and then you're going to use your cloning tool. And you see this right here? We're gonna hit that right there and just move it to the side. Turn off grid so we can move this into place ourselves. Oops. Undo. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Just into this some more. Alright, that's looking pretty good in my opinion. And then what I think you can do is you can also go to your palette, make sure you got tube selected. We can go to 0.25 for tube radius, tube height scale is going to be on 1, tube faucets are going to be on 4, transmit tube off, go to recolor. We're going to make this a pretty dark window. We're going to do slate, galvanized metal, and we're just going to do, oops, do this, scale it up. Then you're going to hit configure over here. You're going to configure that piece. And you're going to scroll all the way down until you see use old end cap style. You're going to select that, turn it on. And then we're going to make this less thick. So that should be a good thickness. Okay, move into place. Okay, we're going to just scale this up somewhere. And we're just going to make it a little less thick. Okay. Alright, and then you can just do whatever for the, you add your, of course, your building on the side, but anyways, that's how you build a very nice, simple looking door that still looks good. And it's pretty low ink, and yeah, and it's really simple, just outline it with tube and it makes it look so much better. Well, thank you guys for watching my tutorial. I hope this was very helpful for you guys, and I'll be making more tutorials in the future. So see you guys, have a great day.